sustainable economic development for the mutual benefit of the people of Ghana and Gabon. Now, the National Democratic Congress, NDC, has reaffirmed that government appointees who fail to resign from their position will not be eligible to contest the party's upcoming executive elections. The party says its long-standing directive requiring government appointees to step down before seeking elective positions within the NDC remains in force and will strictly enforce throughout the electoral process. According to the party, only individuals who are no longer serving in government positions will qualify to file nominations and participate in internal elections. The NDC also indicated that although reports have emerged suggesting that some appointees have resigned, the party headquarters has yet to receive formal notification for most of those individuals. It explained that the official status of prospective candidates will be determined during the nomination, filing and vetting process when evidence of resignation and eligibility will be verified. The NDC is expected to continue its internal electoral calendar following the completion of branch-level elections, with preparation underway for the next phase of the party's executive elections. The future of sustainable urban development took center stage at the United Nations as world leaders assess progress on the new urban agenda. Ghana joined the global conversation with a call for stronger action to address the growing pressure of rapid urbanization. Now, speaking at a high-level meeting, Ghana's Deputy Minister for Local Government, Madam Rita Soa, said the country has made steady progress in urban governance and economic development over the past decades.
The National Health Insurance Scheme and the School Feeding Program, as well as key reforms such as the Land Act and the Affirmative Action Act.
Deputy Minister for Local Government, Madam Rita Soa, says Ghana will expand affordable housing and slum upgrading, strengthen local government financing, promote sustainable urban investment, integrate climate resilience into planning and improve data systems through digital governance. She says these efforts will be implemented in partnership with development partners, the private sector, and local communities.
We will scale up affordable housing and slum upgrading, strengthen local government fiscal capacity, expand sustainable urban financing, integrate climate resilience into planning and infrastructure, and enhance data systems and digital governance.
Madam Soa also called for direct access to climate finance for cities and stronger technical and multilateral cooperation. Ghana's delegation to the high-level political forum included members of parliament and officials from the ministries of local government and works and housing, reaffirming the country's commitment to the new urban agenda and sustainable urban development. For GBC News, Yarwala reporting.
Now, the government flood mitigation task force has begun a major phased exercise to dredge silted drains and dams, demolish illegal structures, and reclaim blocked waterways across flood-prone communities in Accra. The operation, directed by President John Mahama, is aimed at restoring the city's drainage network and prevents the recurrence of the devastating floods that affected several communities last month
and obstructed the free flow of storm water. Coordinator of the Flood Mitigation Task Force, Brigadier General Foster Kanyeboa, noted that the exercise would not end with the demolitions, but would include dredging, clearing debris, and establishing buffer zones to prevent future encroachment.
This is the Tessa Dam area. So we are demolishing structures in this dam area to open up the place for some dredging works to be carried out. And then from here we'll move to other places where such an action needs to be taken. Here River, Abokobi, Amra here, Damfa, Dansuman area, Malam. where we have a huge refuse dump.
Minister for Works, Housing and Water Resources, Kenneth Gilbert J, expressed confidence that restoring the drainage network would significantly reduce flooding in vulnerable communities.
This site where we are standing now is supposed to be part of the dam, and it's being filled by people and being sold out as land to people to come and build. So now with this demolition, then now we will dredge the whole place to open up the dam well, so that when it rains, the water will get a place to settle. And that will help resolve these floods that we have within this East Legon enclave.
The operation also extended to Oyarifa, where developers had diverted a natural waterway by constructing buildings across the channel, and Mayfair Gardens, where a concrete bridge built across a watercourse was removed to restore the free flow of water. Authorities say Phase 1 will focus on restoring waterways, dams and drains in the affected areas before the task force moves to Weja, Malam and Laboma under the second phase of the nationwide flood mitigation exercise. Reporting for GBC News, Celestine Avi.
And let's go to the Ashanti region, where illegal miners are still operating close to the abandoned Agenda 111 hospital project site at Adanse Asokwa in the Ashanti region, despite government's efforts to reclaim the already degraded land. Now, one person was arrested during a working visit to the project site by members of the Land Reclamation Committee. The committee was there to observe the initial stage of the reclamation exercise.
So the only way is to engage the community so that there would always be people around here. And that is why we want to introduce the production or the cultivation of these oil yielding plants.
The General Manager of Logist Eco Reclaim Initiative, Mr. Benjamin Kakarijira, said the Jimmy River has been heavily polluted and needed to be reclaimed to its original source.
We are now going to look at what we've seen and then have a plan for it and make sure that the work is done well. The Jimmy River passes through this place. So when we come to site, we'll have to do a rechanneling of the river and make sure that it finds its way back to the main river. That is what we are going to do. And it's not going to be an easy job. I can tell you that with a little observation, with 5 bulldozers and then 20-hour man time, and then a machine downtime of 4 hours, we are going to take like 3 months to do it, to finish.
The Deputy Ashanti Regional Security Coordinator in charge of operations, Abubakar Abdullah, warned recalcitrant illegal miners to stay away from the river along the hospital site.
As the reclamation is going on, we've still seen some boys around. It means if we are not careful, in the next few days or weeks, you realize they are on the premises of the Agenda 111 itself. So we'll have to wake up and fight. I can assure you we are going to take them on, especially the illegal miners who did that wrong in this place.
The Land Reclamation Committee is made up of members of the National Security, Minerals Development Fund, National Disaster Management Organization, NADMO, Agricentric Ventures, and Logist Eco Reclaim Initiative.
Their Deputy Attorney General and Minister for Justice, Dr. Sremsai, has alleged that there is a deliberate public and media campaign to mispresent the criminal case against former National Signals Bureau NSB Director General, Mr. Kobna Edubuahen, insisting that the prosecution's case is straightforward. According to him, the charges are based on allegations that public funds earmarked for the purchase of defense equipment were diverted into a private account and subsequently used for personal acquisitions. And Dr. Sremsai dismissed suggestions that the case was complex, saying the fact before the court was clear. He quotes, and I say, "I think there is a very determined public campaign, media campaign to create an impression. It is a simple case." In 2025, the Attorney General, Dr. Dominic Ayeni, formally charged Mr. Edu Boahen and his wife, Madam Angela Ej Boateng, over corruption offences involving an amount of 49 million Ghana cedis. Together with two others, Mildred Donko and Advantage Solutions Limited, they are accused of 11 counts of offences, including stealing, money laundering, defrauding by false pretenses, and willfully causing financial losses to the state. His remarks comes as the trial of Mr. Edu Boahen continues, with the prosecution seeking to prove the public funds intended for national security procurement were unlawfully diverted for private use. Moving on, the Archbishop of Canterbury is in Ghana for a historic week-long official visit. The trip is to deepen the bond between the Global Anglican Communion and the Anglican Church of Ghana. Over the next 7 days, discussions will center on faith, peace building, education, and social development, with a special focus on church role in fostering national unity and cohesion.
In tackling the social and humanitarian challenges facing communities across the country. At St. Joseph Anglican Church in Kanishi, the Archbishop of Canterbury, the Most Reverend Sarah Mulali, worshipped with the congregation and delivered the sermon during a solemn service. There, she reaffirmed her commitment to supporting the mission of the church in Ghana.
As you go about your daily life in your tasks before you, may that your heart be open so that God's promise can break in, that the kingdom can break in, that the assurance of God's love can break into every part of your daily life.
The Archbishop's engagement will take her across Anglican communions in Ghana. She is scheduled to hold talks with the President as well as with bishops and clergy of the Anglican Church of Ghana as part of efforts to strengthen faith and partnership. On Friday, July 31, the Most Reverend Sarah Mulali will depart Accra for Cameroon. She will be accompanied by a delegation from the West African province as she continues her ministry across the region.
Now, the 60th annual convention of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community has ended at Alton Hampshire in the United Kingdom with a call on Ahmadis to renew their faith and allegiances to Allah.
Of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community, which is taking place at Alton Hampshire in the United Kingdom. What makes today special is the occasion of the Bayat. It is an emotional occasion where members of the community dedicate and rededicate themselves to the ideals of the community.
Ashhadu Allah ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika lahu wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhu. I bear witness that there is none worthy of worship except Allah. He is one and has no partner. And I bear witness that Muhammad.
Ghana's Vice President, Professor Nana Jinopokwajiman, has commended the Ahmadiyya Muslim community for its contribution to national development. In an address to the community at its 60th annual convention in the United Kingdom, the Vice President described the Ahmadiyya community as a reflection of service to humanity.
During my travels across Ghana for academic work, I observed the remarkable contributions of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community to national development. Then, when I became Minister for Education, I witnessed firsthand your commitment to nurturing minds from primary schools through to tertiary education. Your hospitals, humanitarian programs, and the work of Humanity First have touched countless lives. Earlier this year, I had the privilege of addressing the 93rd Jalsa Salana of the Ahmadiyya Muslim Mission in Ghana, where I received the warmest of welcomes from the women's wing. Today, I wish to offer a special word of appreciation to the Lajna Imaila. As women, we bear immense responsibility for shaping families, nurturing communities, and building nations. I wish you a successful, peaceful, and spiritually transformative Jalsa Salana. Jalsa Mubarak to you all.
And for years, Ghana's roads have paid the price of poorly trained heavy-duty drivers. Today, the gap is closing. Drivers and the Vehicle Licensing Authority has taken delivery of a brand new training track donated by the UK road safety charity TransAid. The vehicle will be used to train professional heavy-duty drivers who are the men behind wheel of articulated trucks and tankers that move goods across the country.
Presenting the track at DVLA head office, Director of Driver Training, Testing and Licensing, Mr. Kafui Semevo, said the donation will boost practical training at the DVLA's Center for Skills Development. He says many crashes involving heavy-duty vehicles could be avoided with better training and adherence to global safety standards. With over 2,500 road fatalities recorded in Ghana in 2025, the need is urgent. To help close the gap, TransAid UK will also train 6 DVLA examiners in the coming weeks as part of its continued support for road safety in Ghana.
This donation comes at a particularly important time. It reinforces the progress made since 2021 to improve professional driver training in Ghana, and places the DVLA in an even stronger position to build the capacity of its examiners while providing a standard vehicle for assessing F-class license applicants. On behalf of TransAid, I would like to express our gratitude to Iveco for this timely and generous contribution.
The Chief Executive of DVLA says government has tasked the authority to reset public confidence in how drivers and vehicles are licensed and regulated in Ghana. He thanked TransAid UK for the timely gesture, saying partnerships like this are critical to delivering on that mandate and making Ghana's road safer.
We as an authority need a permanent vehicle that belongs to us in training these drivers. TransAid UK came to our aid to provide one of the tracks to us. As an authority, we look at our best to also add other number to it so that it wouldn't be only in Accra.
Acting Director of Vehicle Inspection and Registration, Mr. Kwesi Bona Otuo Sribo, noted that the gesture comes at a critical time as the DVLA pushes ahead with major reforms. The event brought together government agencies in the transport sector, transport associations, training institutions, driving instructors, and other stakeholders in a show of support for safer driving in Ghana.
And this is where we end the Breakfast News Live on GTV. For more news updates, please do log on to our website at gbcghanaonline.com. You can follow us on all our social media platforms at GTV Ghana. There's more coming up on the Breakfast Show today, Monday. Please stick with us after this break. I am Valencia Tete.